Great things are happening at Kitui District Hospital, a far cry from what was happening here 3 years ago when mothers had to travel to Machakos or even Nairobi to seek neonatal care for their sick babies.
There was a room, and this room, babies who are not, who are sick now, who are born and they cannot breathe, initiate breathing initially, and these premature babies, they were being kept in that room. And so people knew that a nursery room is just a hot room. So they were kept there, and it had heaters. And surely there was nobody responsible for these babies by then, because people were like, is it nurses from pediatric ward to take care of these babies? Is it nurses from maternity to come and take care of these babies? So those babies were there with no files, and actually they were really dying. The neonatal mortality rate was very high.
Today, a neonatal unit, albeit humble, is running at the hospital, equipped with incubators, phototherapy, as well as resuscitation equipment.
I turned a coffee table to a resuscitation table, and that is where I started now saving the lives of these babies, having the oxygen concentrator and suction machine. I was looking for these things locally in the maintenance, and people were not understanding what I wanted to do.
This newborn unit is 3 years old, a product of the determination and commitment of a humble nurse, even in the face of insurmountable obstacles.
There were no staff specifically allocated in that room. It was just the maternity nurses. So I decided if I train these nurses and they gain the knowledge, then they can help me take care of these babies. So I started by explaining to them about the care of the newborns, and then I formed a team. And by then a pediatrician came in, and so we formed a team where we could come and review the babies.
At the time Christine was pursuing ways of saving lives of babies in this hospital, the hospital and indeed the region lacked a pediatric nurse and doctor. Today, after relevant training, Christine stands as the only pediatric nurse here with one pediatric doctor. Staffing norms of the Ministry of Health hold that a hospital should have 4 pediatric nurses.
When I went to Gertrude's Children's Hospital, when I did that pediatric neonatal nursing, when I came back is when I realized that, oh, these babies can really survive. And because I have come equipped with knowledge, I can try and transform this nursery room into an independent newborn unit.
The self-driven nurse works diligently with no supervision and says her gratification is in seeing a mother walk out of the hospital with a bubbly, healthy baby.
I wanted to take care of those very sick babies because I wanted to see whether they can, they have quick resilient. I wanted to see whether they can survive and go home, and to make these mothers happy that they have the babies.
Lillian is a new mother, thankful and seemingly lost for words after 2 miscarriages. Today, her premature baby lies in this incubator. She tells me she's named the baby Eric. Every day, he gets stronger and will soon be moved from this incubator.
Sasa naomba huyo mtoto wangu akue naendelee vizuri.
Nurse Christine Maweu has been recognized globally and awarded for fighting to save the lives of newborns. She's been named the District Nurse of the Year and also Eastern Province Nurse of the Year. The nurse also won this year's International Neonatal Nursing Excellence Award for her role in training nurses and mothers.
Here, it was very difficult to bring that quality down here. They were telling me, remember this is a village hospital. I told them, the difference I've seen with these staff working in the private, it's just commitment and that ownership.
The mother of 2 used simple and basic strategies, which when backed by the relevant training, has gone a long way in reducing infant mortality in this hospital.
There was this lack of equipment, so I had to be very innovative, very creative, because if you are given one concentrator and now the baby started coming, and you have like 10 babies, they need oxygen, and you have only one oxygen concentrator to supply to these babies. I had to look for ways of getting these babies in oxygen with limited resources.
Hers, a passion that goes deeper than the call of duty.
I have a motto that I do not check at the wall clock when it is time to go home and there is a baby who needs my help. Because here comes a baby who is not breathing at all. And now it is your time to go home. For sure, you better stay, save this life.
She wanted to see change, and she initiated that change by becoming the change she wanted to see.